Hello, welcome to this video. So I want to show you how to study a model game in Chessbook. And I also want to study a specific opening or opening structure we face a lot in the Caro-Kann. So let's go. The way you study a model game from a certain position is the main menu, and then as we of course go to black, then we click on continue learning, and then view plans and model games. So the position I want to explore is a position that's very common in the Caro-Kann. It's also, you can also pick the d4 move order, but most of the times they play this. We reach this typical exchange position. Now at our level, this is a very common move, and we play queen a5 and knight c3, and this is the so-called reversed Ragozin structure. So black mostly plays bishop g5 or g4, sorry. Then we're in a reversed Ragozin. In courses and books about the Caro-Kann is only mentioned like briefly. Silecki says it's a relative unexplored position, and they call it like a just play chess position, so not a lot of concrete lines. But for us mortals, it's still quite a challenge. I think I'm doing alright in this structure, but I still want to see what the masters play. So now we click on play through a model game from here. Okay, so basically you can just guess the moves, or let's pick, give me a hint. You can also see the players who play this opening. It's not the old school Petrosian, but another player. So we play bishop g4. That's correct. So this is a tricky move. I think the most common is castles. Then we play e6, knight f6. Most of the time they play h3. We take the knight because knight e5 is a bit annoying with the bishop here. But this move, yeah, now they're threatening to take on d5 with the knight. That was not possible before this, and now we cannot take the bishop because then they have the family fork on c7. It was very embarrassing. So yes, I mostly play rook c8 here, because if they then take the pawn, then we can still take the bishop and we don't have to be afraid of any checks on c7. But I think queen d8 is also a candidate move. We also have to watch out for discovered attacks in the future, because the bishop is eyeing our queen. So let's see if I'm correct here. Rook c8, yes. Okay, so they protect the bishop, I think. So if we play e6 here, then we cannot take it because we lose our queen. Cannot take the bishop anymore. So now we have to protect the pawn. So I think the only move here is queen d8. Yes. Okay, h3. So as far as I know, if white plays this move, we just have to take. Now we have two attackers on d5, so play e6. Here I'm choosing for development. Knight e7 may be a move, but knight f6 is more standard. Okay, well, it's not the move that is played. It's also not wrong. So maybe bishop d6 first? No. Maybe knight g. No, okay, so I'm just guessing. h6. Okay. I have no idea why. So that's the downside of this this feature. There's no annotations or anything, but still useful to check out what the masters play. I think now this move, no. Bishop d6, no. No. Queen b6. We have two attackers on the d4 pawn, but they can protect it with c3. Can take the b2 pawn then. They can also play bishop c3. So now the moves from me are knight e7 or h6 to prevent bishop g5. Oh, that's a blunder. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and give me a hint. Knight on c6. Ah, okay. I've seen this in the Jobava line, a similar structure, because this light square bishop doesn't have any squares, so I win the bishop, but okay, so now we do win the bishop pair. Okay, so this game already looks way different than the games that I play are going. Well, it's accomplishment, so the black bishop cannot harass our knight anymore, so I think we can safely castle here. Of course, that's not the right move. Yeah, okay. Our bishop is not doing anything here, so it makes sense to bring it to a more active square. Now castling is right. Okay, c4 break. We have now c5 in the position. I think c5 by white is annoying. If we play b6 and then c5, then we lose the a6 pawn. So I think we have to take here. No. Okay, I'll try a hint. Give me a hint. Black pawn on a6. Well, it's only one move. That's the hint. Now we can play b6? Yes. Okay, so I obviously want to go to b5. It's a weak square for us. Move here, no. Take. Well, we still have to develop the queen, but we cannot go to c7 because then the fork, you don't want to lose a bishop, so maybe queen e7. Try a hint. Black bishop on d6. Oh, okay. Don't really understand that move. Some masters, they usually keep the tension. I'm still wanting to take this c4 pawn, but I think that's not the best move. But how do we progress? Try a hint. Queen on d8. So e7 or d7, I guess. Okay. So now it's tempting to develop the rook f8 knight, or knight rook. The rook? No. Of course not. Should you take now? Okay. No. Try a hint. Rook on c8. Take. Okay. Now this is tempting. Here. Well, I'm not that good in chess, obviously. Try a hint. Queen move. Okay. No. Try a hint again. h7. Most of these moves I really don't understand. Still want to develop my knight, but and this rook, but the Grandmasters, finally. So why this move? Maybe to put it on e2. No, try a hint. No. Back. That was interesting. Back and forth. Guess we take the bishop now. Okay, so this pawn is weak. So isolated pawn, but well protected by the knight, and we have no real option to take the knight. There is a queen trade possible, but then black can just attack that pawn. Give me a hint. H6. F7. No. So we have to move forward here, I guess. Give me a hint. Bishop on b4. Maybe all the way back, yes. No, here. Here. Okay, so increase the attackers on d4. H5, okay. Now it's tempting to go e5. Cannot take, and then we win the queen. They can then move the pawn to d5. Then we can take the g pawn. Trade with check. No. Finally, a good move. No. Oh, oh, this pawn is pinned. Maybe this? No. Black king on g6. No. Check. Check. Here. Here. Yes. Now. Okay, the position was equal all the time, but now black is winning tactically. So thinking of moving the queen and then do this, but now we cannot do it because our bishop is hanging. Can take here, of course. try a hint. H6. No. Give a hint. No, no, no. Okay. What's the move? Come on. Black queen and g4. There are no other moves. Here. Okay, that was the game. I don't know if it's that useful for me actually, because a lot of the moves I did not understand. It's also completely different than my games. But okay, still interesting to watch. So the winning player made only one mistake. The losing player 3 inaccuracies and 1 mistake. And blundered 5 times. %83% correct. Oh, it's still pretty high. Okay, well, interesting. Maybe I'm gonna do it a bit more often, but maybe take way more time. I was now a bit rushing because I also thought, okay, the video doesn't have to be too long. Well, let me know what you think of this kind of video or this model game feature. And I will see you in one of the next videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.